Well, Micky, shall we start with the injuries? How are Mitch Duggan and Jeff Hughes after the weekend?
Well, they've both got hamstring injuries, so they're going to be out, we think, possibly 3 weeks. So that's not great news. So it brings the numbers in the squad right down, but listen, it just gives somebody else an opportunity now to go in and carry things forward.
We'll get on to Mitch in a moment, but that's a particular blow for Jeff because in the first game at Peterborough he seemed to play extremely well because he had a little bit more time on the ball and could pick those passes a bit easier.
Well, I think to be fair, I think Jeff's been playing well for a long time. Since I've been here, he's been superb. It will be a loss to the group to have that certain type of player, but we'll bring somebody else in with different qualities and they will be able to enable us to play in a different way.
And a shame for Mitch as well because he just established himself and made that right back spot his own.
Yeah, he's gave us good competition at the full back position, so yeah, it's a bit of a blow, but like I say, we'll move on, and it gives somebody else an opportunity now to come in and play.
You played 3-5-2 down there in the first game anyway, so Mitch wasn't involved. Do you think that's the system that will work best again in this match?
Well, we always try and do that. We try and look at the opposition and think about what we can do with the personnel that we have in order to try and create them problems and nullify theirs without being too reckless. As we always say, we don't try and chop and change it too much, but we'll have a look and we have an idea and a plan of the way that we want to go.
You're a team that likes to pass the ball around quickly and effectively. Do you think your style of play benefits playing against higher league teams such as Peterborough because they're not as snapping at your heels as a National League side are?
Maybe, but we also like the team to be adaptive and be able to answer the questions that whatever the game asks them. If it means that teams play direct against you, we want adaptive footballers. We want people who can adapt to that and answer the questions that the game's asking you all the time. If that's direct, then you have to do the jobs that's needed in order to try and combat that. So whatever we play against, we would like to be able to adjust and adapt to that in order to try and get some joy.
I know the league is the priority this season, but everyone wants a cup run and they may look at that second round draw and think that's winnable. So how big a game is this for Tranmere?
Well, like I've said loads of times, every game's important for Tranmere. We're trying to climb back to a level that we believe that we all should be playing at. So every game's important in order to try and do that. The cup games are important because of course there's a lot of nationwide interest in the games and it's going to be on TV, so that gives us the opportunity to increase our profile as a football club and go and perform as a team and as individuals or whatever and show that Tranmere are fighting back.
The first match, do you think Peterborough underestimated you a little bit, or do you think you played so well that you didn't allow them to play to their true potential?
I think on the day both teams played very well. I think they made it a very, very good cup tie. I think Peterborough paid us the respect that we deserved. They're a very good team, a good manager who will organise them really well, and you always know you're going to be quite tactical against them because they'll chop and change when they see fit as well, so you've got to really be on your toes with that. So it makes for a really good game, and we're really looking forward to it.
Does it help at all knowing that the second round tie is Woking or Bury away and maybe not a massive side that could have been a real, that's one that's going to struggle to get past?
I don't think it makes any difference. We need to try and get a result against a very good League One team, Peterborough. We can think no further than that. We know that we're going to have to be at our best to try and get something out of it and be very, very clinical and very good at the back because they're a very good side, as the league table will show you that they're in. They'll be expected to go and challenge at the end of the season. So I'm not even thinking past that. I just want us to go out there and do ourselves justice and perform again.
Any other injuries or any players coming back?
No, we're a wee bit stretched at the minute with injuries, so we're a wee bit wrapping people in cotton wool at the minute. So coming into a really busy time, so we're sort of pulling back a little bit to make sure that we have a very strong group to take us through these difficult games. but yeah, we certainly have our fair share of injuries.
How close is Larnell Cole to a first start, or how is his fitness now coming along after his substitute appearances?
I think you've got to be fair to Larney and understand that he's not done anything but just come on and shows the qualities that he has. There's always, everybody always, I know what it's like, everybody wants everybody to start, don't they? But we've got a good team and the team's playing very well. So when the opportunity comes that we believe that Larney's fit enough and he's the answer to what we think that the game's asking us, then we'll play him. But that goes for all the players, all the way right through the group.
Atmosphere at the ground on Saturday was really good, and I know there's a bit of a feel-good factor, plenty of tickets being sold already for Wednesday, so how big a part can the fans play in on Wednesday night?
Huge, they always do, and they always have done. They've always got right behind us. In particular at the minute, we were mates with the drums and all the rest of it are doing terrific. It's fantastic, the change in the atmosphere that they can create. We always say what a big impact it has on the team when the crowd really get behind them during the games. And Saturday again, almost instinctively they knew that they had to rise and get us going or keep us going or show them that the players that are with them, and they did that again. And you've seen what the atmosphere became like. So as an entire football club, everybody's got a part to play, including the fans, and we've spoke about that many times. They have to understand the impact that they have on the group. When positive is very positive. They've been great since we've been here. They've never really gone negative on us. I think because they understand that they're here to support the team, get right behind them, and what a big impact that they can have on them. So they come along and they come along making sure that they're going to take part in the game in whatever way that they can, and that's by being vocal and encouraging and getting right behind the boys, because the boys, as you see, they don't respond to it.
When the fans are like that and really supportive and getting behind the team as they have been doing, what kind of an impact, you've obviously been a player as well, what kind of an impact does that have in you on the pitch? How does it inspire that little bit extra?
Well, it's massive, because I always think that when a football fan turns up, his purpose is to get right behind the team. Of course we all get disappointed. I'm the manager and I stand at the side sometimes and think that wasn't really what I asked for or what I expected. But it's important that we put that to the side, all of us, including myself, because at times I want to sort of lose the plot sometimes, of course I do. But you've got to remember that they're human beings and they make mistakes, and what our roles are is to support them, get right behind them and trying to get the maximum out of them. And certainly one of the ways to get the maximum out of them is to support them, not by getting on their backs. But we've not really had a problem with that here, certainly since I've been here. The fans have been terrific, played their part, and we've always given them a massive amount of credit for that. They're huge to us, and we love the support that we give them. We're very, very proud of how well we're supported, and we always got to try and represent that, make sure that the fans know that we're fighting for them, and try to get the club winning games of football and get that feel-good factor around about the town.
And those matches under the floodlights at Prince's Park, you've been involved in a number of those already, as a player and as a manager. What kind of atmosphere are you expecting on Wednesday?
It's always very special, because the Cups, Tranmere have always done really well in, haven't they, for the size of club that we are. We've always really punched above our weight at times, haven't we? The fans love the cup runs. They know that the battling qualities of the people in the Birkenhead area is massive. It's something that we always try and tap into, is that mentality that we have the ability to fight, we have the ability to fight and win games of football and really compete, and the fans expect the football team to represent that, because we're a working class environment in about here. So they come along expecting us to do that. We expect to try and play that way for them, and it makes for a great atmosphere, especially in cup ties.
And the added incentive of the TV cameras being there, does that add a little bit extra for the players, or Is that really a side issue, really?
I think the players, knowing that there's a lot of people watching it in telly, I think we would hope that we would see the positives in that, because obviously the audience is massive and everybody's watching them, so you would try and draw the positives out of that. So I think, yeah, without a doubt, that it will focus them a little bit more. I wouldn't like to say it makes them try any harder, because I would be wondering why they aren't trying hard anyway. But certainly I think it will help with the focus and making sure that we try and do Tranmere justice.